So today we're going to work with our color wheel, and we're going to try to find our primary colors and recreate them onto another slip of paper.
What's that?
Today you're going to start by using your 3 primary colors. What are our primary colors?
Blue, red, yellow.
Nice work. Okay, you're going to get slips of paper that look like this, and we're going to fold them in half. And then we're going to fold them in half again and open them up like this. So it kind of looks like the shape of one of those paint samples that you find when you're picking out paint colors at the hardware store. You're going to put your name at the top. Don't forget this part. And your class as well. For this purpose, we're going to start our painting in these 3 squares here. So using your paintbrush and some water, of course, for cleaning in between. We're going to start with our primary colors, using some yellow. I usually start with yellow first because yellow is the lightest color. It washes off my brush the easiest. So I like to do the work with yellow first. Always remember to wash your brush between colors. This is always very important because we don't want to do the mixing here in this tray. We want to do the mixing on our paper for this work. I have a paper towel and I can dry my brush too between colors. That's sometimes helpful. My next color today is going to be red. I'm going to make a little swatch of red here, nice little square. Paint it really nicely. Leave a little white space around your colors because that's where you're going to write the name that you invent for your color. Remember that we're color inventors.
Whoa.
Washing my brush, drying my brush, moving on to blue. Braden?
I think the red kind of looks like a cherry red.
So that might be a name that you consider. We're gonna finish painting, let everything dry before we add our names. So while you're painting, you can think about the names that you want to use for your colors later on. So what we're gonna do next is we're going to start mixing some colors. We're going to take another piece of paper. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna write your name on this one too. So the next colors that I'm going to make are going to be my secondary colors. That's gonna be orange, green, and violet. If you're not sure what 2 colors to mix, you can always look at your color wheel. If you want to mix orange, you can look to the left and the right of it. You'll find yellow and red. That's where we're going to start today. I'm going to start with my yellow, put it right on the paper, and then I'm going to wash my brush before I grab some red. Rinse my brush, dry it if I need to. I'm only going to take a little bit of red because it doesn't take much to change the yellow.
Whoa.
I might even need to go back and get more yellow. Now, does that look like a true orange?
Yeah.
Or does it look like it leans a little red or a little... It's a
Red.
little too red. So I'm going to go back, rinse my brush, and get a touch more yellow. And try to get that to be an orange that is so in between red and yellow that I can't tell which way it's going.
That's orange, yeah. I think that's orange. Yeah.
Maybe just a touch more. Just a tiny bit. Yellow's not very strong. It won't make much. There it goes.
Yeah, that's an orange, definitely.
Now I'm going to move on to my next square here. And I'm going to make green.
What? Using blue.
I'm gonna use my yellow colors first. Colors that mix with yellow first. If I'm not sure, I can look at my color wheel. I see green. To the left of it is yellow. To the right is blue. Those are the 2 colors that I'll mix.
Excuse me?
Yes?
It's like a pumpkin orange.
It's like a pumpkin.
Every time you mix a color, you seem to use yellow.
I'm leaving space around these 2 because I'm gonna come up with some really clever names for these and I wanna have room to write those down.
Pumpkin.
A little bit of blue. How much blue do you think we're gonna need in order to...
Tiny bit.
Just a touch. Look at how little of an amount I'm taking. Just a tiny bit because blue is such a strong color. It's going to change this yellow fast.
Black. Green.
Well, not as fast as we thought. So let's do it one more time.
That's more
Little bit at a time.
yellow green. Yeah.
That's yellow
green. Changing. Need more blue. Little bit more blue. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks fun. That would turn it.
I'm gonna add a little water to get it to mix a little bit more.
I think you need a little more green.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more green,
Fern green.
perhaps.
Maybe a fern green. Does that look
Yeah,
green?
that looks like grass green.
Okay. Let's go for that last color. We're gonna make some violet, some purple. Let's start with some red.
Is this your shot?
Yes.
Oh wow. That one looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah, this one's like grass. Grass and pumpkin.
That's
a cherry red right
this
now.
One's cherry.
This might be cherry, like violet.
Well, let's see what happens once we add that purple to it.
Oh, blue. It's gonna be purple. It's gonna be purple.
Adding blue now.
It's gonna be purple. Violet.
Is
It's
it
like plum
a true,
purple.
is it a true violet yet?
It's plum. No, it's like a
That's
Does
raspberry
it need,
purple. That's
does it need
raspberry.
a little bit more blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's pinkish.
Pink.
Still a little on the red side, so let's add a little bit more blue.
Uh-huh.
Now
It's too much. Now it's definitely turning purple.
Oh,
Isn't
now
it?
that's purple.
That's purple. Plum purple. Yeah, it's plum purple. I have a different info. Eggplant.
Awesome.
Eggplant.